Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to MODUS Sports. A change in the afternoon lineup as we've got Mace the Ace. Chris Mason joins us to have a look ahead to what a night at the darts it should be, Mace.
Yeah, well, what a night it was last night, wasn't it? I mean, again, Fallon Sherrock just blowing us away with some of her numbers and just the standard of play she's playing at. We've seen it with the afternoon with some relatively unknown players. Well, certainly players at home wouldn't know a lot about. But at night, I mean, Vessel Nyman again producing quality all night. David Evans, as we know. Martin Adams had a toughie last night, as did Carl McKinstry. So yeah, tonight's going to be very, very interesting. It's been a long schedule, hasn't it, for them already this week?
Yeah.
But that will have to tell its toll at some point. Maybe probably so on Martin. I mean, he is 63 years young and he's still throwing some great darts. But having played all of last week, yeah, you just see him just starting to get a little bit jaded. And he peaked about a week ago, I think. But I think he's finding it a little bit tough going now. But yeah, the credit to all the players in the afternoon session and the evening. They've been providing us with some great entertainment and last night no less.
Well, Martin said, obviously, in our little chat that when we're prepping the players and getting all ready, he said he hasn't practiced this much in all of probably 15 years, he said.
Yeah, and I think that's shown in some of the players. I mean, they, although it's not, it's an unusual environment for them. They're still having to prep right and produce right as if they were playing in a proper tournament. Just the beauty of it is it's in home surroundings. I tell you what, when the lockdown eventually ends, a lot of these players are going to have such a head start over everybody else because this is some seriously competitive stuff. I mean, only the other night, I think it was Wednesday night last on, David Evans, 113.86 average or something. Well, as soon as he drops back into, whichever tour he's going to play on, whether he's going to play some BDO stuff or whatever, look out because, the same for Vessel Nyman and including Martin. When he drops back in and starts playing some of the WDF stuff that's going to be knocking about, he's going to be dangerous.
Well, again, probably one of the standout last night was Fallon beating Wessel 5-2 in an unbelievable match, and it just makes me laugh. I know we chuckle when everyone said, "Oh, she won't do it without a crowd and whatever." As we said, hold my coat, I've got this, because she just gets better and better and better.
Hold my dart case. Yeah, she does. and ironically, the other again, I think it was on Wednesday morning. We touched on it. She's one of the few, I think, that, like we had with Bristow in his time and Bob Anderson and Taylor and then MVG, she's got this ability to raise the bar. I mean, I was watching her last night. She's averaging around 100, in 4 or 5, 6 legs deep in some matches. And the thing that's remarkable, well, maybe not remarkable, credit to her, she looks comfortable doing it.
100%. And it's those big combination finishes or the big combination setups for the one darters that are the biggest thing for me.
I know, and she just looks so, that's what I'm saying, she looks natural doing it. She looks cool. There's no, I mean, like I say, we are privy to have a conversation with them before the match and after the match. And you can just tell by her manner that it's just, well, yeah, this is what I do. Yeah, hold my case.
But again, David Evans again last night, going into the game, he knew exactly what he needed to do to break Fallon's heart and top the table. And he'd done his own maths. We didn't even have to tell him. He was like, 5-1 on it. And it was just like that cool, calm manner about him, not going into the game, knowing what he needed to do, didn't panic and just got on with the job.
Yeah, well, we've knew about him for a couple of years. He qualified for the BDO Worlds, and yeah, we knew about him, but I think his game has come on 20-25%. I really think that the environment suits him. Obviously, he's playing at home, but even still, he's still got to produce darts of a high level because he's up against it because everybody else is in the same boat. And I honestly think this could be the making of him. I think a few players will come out of this and, we're going to be fortunate enough to be around them a lot of the time. And they'll say, do you know what? People might think it was daft and it was just at home, but it's given me the confidence and the belief. And it's taught them about discipline and pacing themselves, everything you need to be to go up to the next step. And I think they're doing exactly that.
100%. Have you cast your eye across the fixtures? Any leap off the page for you that you're looking forward to calling us in?
Yeah, Vessel Nyman opens the show against Martin Adams. I'm looking forward to calling that one. It's such a, I mean, there's, what is there, 44 years difference in their in their experience of the game. Warby against McKinstry is going to be a tough night for McKinstry. He's going to have to bounce back. I think Warburton had a night off last night, didn't he?
Correct, he did, yeah.
Yeah, that was his rest day. But third game on, David Evans, Vessel Nyman. I mean, that has the potential, to be an absolute corker. And then McKinstry against Evans. I think McKinstry's going to have to get off to a good start. I think when he starts playing well, like we've seen the other night, he'll go through the card and play lovely. And I mean, I've been tipping this guy up for years and years. I really see I think his throw's perfect. I think all he lacks at the moment is confidence, and I think that again this could give him that confidence because he is playing at in good company and having to play at a high level to get wins. I love the McKinstry Evans match, and then last on David Evans, Martin Adams again. That sort of could stand out, but what I have seen with Martin as the night goes on, he does find it tough going. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how McKinstry bounced back from last night, and whether David Evans and Vassell can maintain that incredible standard they've been playing at. And of course, Mike Warburton's back. Be interesting to see what he can produce because he's another, for me, a surprise package. Not had it is all his own way, but he won't do in this company. And then, of course, tomorrow night we get Fallon back. It's her much needed rest night. But yeah, I think Vessel beats Martin first on. I think Kyle will just get the better of Warby. I think Evans and Vessel, that's a coin flip. That could go either way. I'd probably look at the 180 markets in that one and go over because I think it's got 9 legs in it all day long. I think with one warm-up game, I think Martin might I think that game, Mike Warburton and Adams, again, a coin flip. I think that goes over in the legs. And then McKinstry Evans, that, again, I'd look at 180s. Yeah, that's tasty. That's really tasty.
Again, I'm quite looking forward to Wessel against Kyle as well because they play at a very similar pace. Both like to get on with it. That could go in 9 legs and we're only there 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we know that they can. They do. They're both streak players, and once they start hitting the red bit with their first start, anything could happen in that one. And I mean, we know Vessel's gone 8 deep into a 9. I got a feeling we're going to get another one over the next couple of days. Of course, we got one with Aaron last Wednesday against James Hubbard. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a 9. I wouldn't mind having a 5er for a bit of fun to see if a 9 comes tonight. But all in all, again, it's another great lineup. All credit to Modus for bringing us this and the team, of course. Which what are you? You're the
director of digital output. I think we called it, didn't we?
That's it. And people don't realise the amount of people involved in making this happen. Of course, it's sort of all remotely and we're all in different locations and we're all communicating at the same time. And again, what people don't realize is the players can hear each other. So any noises or bangs or bumps or, interference. And of course, when you're doing things across the internet can be really unreliable. And we've, Jason and George have gone above and beyond. We've got tech guys, all over the world. It's a remarkable setup, but thoroughly enjoying it. Thoroughly enjoying, watching in the afternoons as well when I'm doing the night session. And long may it continue because I think this could run and run.
Yeah, definitely. And the book we'll put together when this is all done of how it all happened will be a must read.
Well, yeah, people don't realise. I mean, Jason and George were on the ball instantly, weren't they? As soon as this lockdown was talked about, they started testing, which is why I think we've hit the ground running. And you're always going to come across problems. Everybody's internet can be unreliable. We've had some bad weather, which has caused us problems the last few days. And we've got people in Austria taking care of transmission and everything else. It's a big thing, but it's been amazing to be part of. And have we got someone joining tomorrow night?
Well, we'll come on to that in just a little second. But first of all, where would your 50p be for tonight's outright winner?
Ooh, I'm you know, I want to say Carl because I just think he's mint. I'm going to go for David Evans. I think David Evans wins overall tonight. I think he's probably Vessel's more of a streaky player. I think Kyle, it all depends on the start, but he seems rock solid to me. David Evans. He's got a good temperament. You know, he enjoys playing darts, and that's important. And he doesn't seem to wobble too much under pressure. So sorry about that, David. You'll probably finish bottom tonight and won't win a game.
You touched on it there. Yes, we have got a special guest tomorrow. It's out there already. We'll talk more tomorrow. However, the prospect of the Queen of the Palace against the King of the Oche sets tongues and mouth watering. I think I can't wait to see Phill and Fallon lock horns tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the schedule, but I presume it's going to be planned for a little bit later on.
Yeah. Let's have a look.
I hope it's not early. I hope it gets the prime time slot.
It's not on my fixture list. They haven't updated it. They're teasing us.
I should imagine he will be coming on around about 9 o'clock. Yeah, that's going to be great entertainment. Of course, best of 7, which plays into the hands of Fallon a little bit more. And to be honest, he's going to be up against it. I know when we had him last week, he started off well, and then he started to enjoy himself and. Not took his eye off the ball. It's all a bit of fun. He thoroughly enjoyed it. We could tell by the feedback we were getting from him.
Yeah.
But yeah, she'll be up for it. That's a big sculpt for her. I mean, irrelevant of his age, he's still the governor, right?
Coming up 60 years old, and he averaged nearly 95 for the night with relatively little practice. He said he did a couple of hours beforehand, and obviously he knew he was playing. He did a little bit. But nowhere near the practice, and he still averaged that. It was just remarkable.
Well, the opening game was fabulous. Him and Jason Askew, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he averaged 104, and I think for him then he was like, look, just in case you don't think I can play anymore, have some of that.
Yeah, I'm still the governor around here.
And then he just seemed to just have a bit of fun with it. He was interacting with the opponent all night. Of course, the guest players' points and victories don't affect the table, so it is a little bit of an exhibition, but. For the guys, there'll be a lot of guys playing tomorrow night that never will have played him, and it'll be a big honour for them. And he still carries that, I don't know, that air of not only invincibility, but you just have a different mindset. You're playing darting royalty. It's a weird feeling. Even in when I played him in the that big exhibition I did, it was still so intimidating and. You just knew you were up against it instantly. But, we're going to have a lot of fun with him tomorrow night, that's for sure.
Definitely, mate. It's an absolute pleasure. We've got just under 2 hours to kick off. Remember, everyone, dartshop.tv, MODUS YouTube channel. We have all the action covered from 6 p.m. and Mace will be calling you in every single moment of it. Thanks very much, everyone.